Gozo, 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 que es tan hermoso que mi alma canta, 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 canta de alegría. Cristo está conmigo.
Hi there. Have you ever wondered why pozole is so good? Well, if you're from New Mexico, you know we have some of the best pozole around. Believe it or not, pozole dates back to the 15th century, where you had to be royalty to be served pozole. Tenochtitlan himself was a consumer of pozole. And here we are, 600 years later, enjoying the fruits of his labors.
Pozole has been always a traditional food in the Spanish people for generations and generations. Each cook has its recipe. You know, most people make it with pork meat, some with beef, some with lamb, you know, whatever their taste is. The pozole, we get the raw corn and we put it in boiling water with lime. And as soon as it touches the water, it'll turn yellow, and we cook it till it turns white again. What you're doing is taking off the first skin of the corn, basically pre-cooking it.
We've done there, happy, get the other stuff. Once turn them, start turning.
When we're boiling the corn in lime, what we're doing is taking the hard outer skin of the corn. So we're pre-cooking it is what we're doing. Then here we wash it. We wash it with water to take all off that peeling and the lime off. Thank you.
And go that way. Ah, fuck, I forgot about the heat.
We'll come back. Give it forward, and then we'll start backing up as we need.
We go a little bit back, we'll just work forward. Because it's only gonna fill one, two.
Should feel it.
Actually, it'll work there. We just brought the pozole from the cooking shed, and now we're putting it to dry. We'll spread it out in a little while, and then every day we turn it twice a day. If the weather's good, if there's a little wind like it is today, it'll dry in about 4 or 5 days. Usually if there's no wind, take about a week and a half. So what we're doing is putting it out to dry right now. It's just been pre-cooked. Then we put it out here for a few days, turn it twice a day at least, more if it's raining. And then from here, once it's dry, we put it in barrels and take it over there to where we do the packing facility, and we run it through a screen to take all the little things that are broken and stuff like that out. And then after that, it's ready for packaging.
So it takes a lot less time than Chico's.
Oh, yes. Yes, Chico's takes a long time. Chico's takes a long time, as you saw. This year we didn't even plant corn for Chico's because we don't have help. We can't find help. Anybody out there want to work? Come on, I'll put you to work. No, so that's what we're doing right here now. And a little bit after we finish putting it, we'll spread it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let you get back to it, and then I'm going to do one more interview after when you get a little
Okay.
bit done, okay? Thank you.
My name is Jeronimo Alire. I'm originally from El Rito. I've been working with Casados Farms for a year now.
How do you like it? Start with
It's a alright job.
hard work.
Yeah, real hard.
So is this the first time you've done Posole with them, or?
We've done quite a bit of Posole.
What's your favorite, and what's your favorite part of doing the Posole? Like there's one.
Probably packing it, cleaning, screening it.
Because it's inside.
Yeah.
Tell me how you like your Posole. What do you do?
I like my pozole with a lot of onion, a lot of lime, and red chili. And it's got to be pork.
Gotta be pork. No
Gotta be
chicken.
pork. No chicken.
No beef.
Just doesn't taste the same.
It's not,
Got to be the
right?
pork.
So my name is Sarah with an H for happiness, Padilla. That's how I say it.
And where are you from?
I have grown up here all my life, but I'm like a Heinz 57. I'm like all over this place. I never grew up in just one spot.
And tell me what you like about Posole the most.
Posole is fantastico. And the reason I say that is because it's one of those meals that you can have when you're not feeling good or if you're celebrating. It's always at every occasion. It's an every occasion meal. But people kind of mix it up with menudo, and that's where I get mad. Because you got to do the pork, and then you get the chili, and then when you put the harmony, no, I'm just kidding. It all just comes together. And it's just one of those things that when your grandma or anyone, even your tia, teaches you how to make it, you feel all proud afterwards. And, you know, even as a girlfriend later on in life, you're like, that's right, I can make some pozole. So I say it's all around a very important traditional meal.
Yo siento un gozo, 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 que es tan hermoso que mi alma canta, 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 canta de alegría. Cristo está conmigo todos los días. Yo siento un gozo, 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 que es tan hermoso que mi alma canta, 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 canta de alegría. Cristo está conmigo todos los días. Ay, 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 oh Espíritu Santo, me gozo en ti, Señor.
Give me your full name.
My name is Isaiah Gallegos.
Where are you from, Isaiah?
I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Born all your life?
Yeah, I've lived here all my life.
Okay, so Isaiah, tell me why do you like Posole?
I like Posole because, one, it's good. Second, it's a family tradition. My family loves to make all that food, Hispanic food, all that. It's just resonated with me well since I was little. My grandma would make it all the time, and come running in, you could smell it. Grandpa would make it, everybody, just my whole family makes it, so.
Who makes the best Posole that you know?
I might get in trouble. I'd say my grandma. This is hard. Thinking about it is really hard to think about it. I'd say.
And how does she make it? Is it traditional pork or?
Yeah, pork with red chili. Just like that. Just basic but good.
My name is Eugene Palermo, and I'm JR's son. I grew up around Tiny's. I've always grown up with the Posole. At the moment, I'm vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for a bit, but growing up with the Posole, it was always looked at as almost a medicine. And Martine, the cook, has always been super consistent, providing good ingredients and just cooking it the right way. And yeah, showing up in the right way. He's always done a good job.
Awesome. And tell me how you have you made Posole without the pork as of late since you become vegetarian?
I haven't made it without the pork
because it doesn't feel right.
I feel like that'd be disrespectful to Martine.
My wife makes on Christmas and Fiesta, and it's with chicken instead of pork. I prefer it over any other. I don't eat it in restaurants.
And would you put red chili, green chili? What do you put on
Red.
it? Red.
Nothing but red.
Okay. Onions, cheese?
No onions, no cheese.
John, how do you like your Posole?
Red chili, and I agree with Mark. His wife makes the best Posole in Santa Fe.
So you guys are two crazy people that like chicken instead of pork.
That's right. It's much better, more flavor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Right now, we're spreading it, and we spread it a little bit thin so it dries faster. Because if you leave it bunched up, it'll get moldy, then it's no good. So we spread it out, and like we're doing here, we'll come again this afternoon and turn it. And then tomorrow morning, we'll turn it again, and in the afternoon again, until it dries out. We did 60,000 pounds last year, and by February we didn't have any. They were busting on our doors for Posole, and we're praying for warm weather because we can make Posole any time of the year, but we can only dry it in the summer. No. It takes warm weather to dry it for dry Posole. In the winter it cracks and nobody wants it. You have to turn it into tamale flour, and then you can't compete with Walmart. Walmart sells you a 10-pound bag for $4 1/4. No. You know, you can't compete with their prices on that, so we don't even do it. No.
So it's got to be the summertime.
It's the summertime to make it and dry it. We can make it year-round because we do the frozen also. That one we can do anytime, winter or summer. No. But to dry it, it's the summertime. No. So let's say it warmed up about March this year. From March till mid-September, we'll be making Posole almost every other week. We get to get 60,000 pounds of Posole, we use about 75,000 pounds of rock corn, because when you make the Posole and dry it, there's a shrinkage, anywhere from 22 to 25% of shrinkage on your weight after you've processed the corn. So you're not getting what you put into it, you're getting less.
And you obviously can't grow that much corn here.
We can't grow that much corn, and if I tried to grow the corn, you would only have Posole one time of the year. You know, and it always would be frozen because in the winter time, the corn won't be ripe till September. How much Posole can I make in 30 days, no? You know, for the year, no? So I have to buy out on the corn, no? And we have two sources of the corn that we get it from a distributor. He brings it to us here. He brings us 100 sacks at a time, which is 5,000 pounds. And we get, part of it is from Sunny State down in the southern part of the state, in the border with Texas. And then the other part is from the Bow and Arrow Company, the Ute Nation here in Colorado. No? So we try to source our corn, and lately corn went up the other day. Corn usually would go up 50 cents to a dollar a hundredweight. They sell it to you by the hundredweight, but it comes in 50-pound sacks. No? So
we get the sacks, we get them. This past month, the corn went up $12 a hundredweight. So we had to go up on our prices too. We're not making any more. We're just getting up higher to get the price of the corn to be able to pay for the corn.
Yeah, the inflation is kind of on everything.
It's bad, and the problem is with the corn and the wheat this year that went up really high is the war in Ukraine. Ukraine used to be one of the biggest suppliers of corn and wheat for Europe. And now they're not planting because there's a war. Obviously, you're not going to be planting when they're shooting at you. No? So they're coming over here and buying our corn and wheat and rising the prices, which in turn makes the diesel go up, which in turn makes the gas go up, and in turn makes the groceries go up. You know, everything gets affected by it. When you're paying $4.25 for a gallon of gas in Española, you know, something's wrong.